This is a detailed walkthrough with Dan, the Hankin foreman, who tolerates a lot from me. This is just before the trucks start rolling in for pouring of the ground floor. This gives you an idea on what actually is beneath us when we walk on all those ground floor slabs.
Poor day up here at Sheridan this morning. Got John out of bed early. No one on the deck to give me any stage fright or anything like that, so I could have a go on the camera. Obviously it's poor day this morning. 160 cubes starting at 6:30.
How many cubes of concrete again?
160 cube, if my math serves me correctly.
And how much steel is here?
Got around 22 tonne of steel, around 1,100 metres of conduit.
That's over a kilometre of
Yeah.
conduit to run wiring for cameras, wiring, power, lights, alarms, etc.
Pretty much provision to run all these electrical services and stuff like that throughout this whole house.
And that's just on the ground floor. And what are these wooden parts over here?
Wooden or timber?
These are timber sections
That's right.
formed up.
You'll have to edit that one out. So these are our rebates. Our concrete height stops and starts at these points and changes at these points here. So concrete will come through 15 mil lower than our finished floor level for tiles in this section.
And I might have to jump in here. Dan, remember you are talking to the builder brain dead, so make it chunk it down to the basics.
Sorry, so we've got our 50 mil set down in here for allow for our tile finishes meeting in from the lower section up to the higher section. So we've got our wonder cap. So once we pour this concrete will finish in flush with this. Then we slit down a sleeve that'll finish with the tile bed, then tile over. All our external timbers running around the hole outside here, that creates our set down or rebate, if you like, for our brickwork. Set in 150 mil here from our edge board, so concrete will finish here and here. 150 mil between there, like I said, 110 for brick and a 40 mil cavity, and then the timber will sit up on the the wall framing will sit up on the high side with the structural steel.
So this section is the patio.
Yeah, that'll wrap around here, wrap around to your front patio as well.
And this area here is the downstairs bathroom.
Yep, next to our
the spare bed.
Yep. 150 mil downpipes, which are quite large, obviously to accommodate the volume of the roof water coming off to this end of the building. 150 Colorbond will come down and sleeve into this once we pour, so we'll cut that off nice and neat, and then our
Colorbond you mean by a drain pipe?
Yes, correct.
So what are these three squares that are recessed into the steelwork?
So they're our penetrations for our structural steel columns. So obviously concrete will finish around them and up to them.
I have to jump in again. In this day of being woke, you're allowed to say the word penetration on a building site?
Yes. Where do I start? So yeah, we strip them out once we pour, and then we'll have...
Strip can't also be used. Penetration strip. Okay, come on.
2 words that can't be used, huh? And then, we'll take that out, and structural steel columns will go in through there. And with our rebate here, we've got this 150 detail that I was talking about on the other side of the job there. This wraps around the whole perimeter, if you like, of the...
So these sections that are down a lot deeper, they're the supportive beams. So they're poured, about 500 deeper than the rest?
Yeah, they're a 500 by 1500 beam. So all our provisions, you see, so we've got set out all these electrical provisions come up in walls. We've had surveyor out here pin all our points for where we've got stop-start points of walls.
So this rebate here is at the downstairs wet bathroom.
So this is the powder room downstairs. Again, same detail with the rebate. Obviously our concrete stops here at the higher side and down underneath, bottom of timber on the low side.
Dan's calling it a powder room. It's the sort of a wet bathroom because it feeds the pool, gym, downstairs area. So you can come in here, a bit of a mud room, got a sauna and shower, and outside there, there's a little outdoor shower.
Yep. All our internal floor waste is set with structural fall. So all the concrete will obviously be raved up in the four corners and create about a 10 to 20 mil fall into the centre floor waste. Over here, as John touched on, the outdoor shower. Use a little void to come up through here. This all goes back into the
So those wires are in internal void in the wall?
Yeah. And this here, we've got a penetration in, a 70 mil penetration, 65 for the AC that's servicing downstairs. So that'll come up over through the walls and wrap out to the outdoor units out there. Underneath, we've got our exclusion zone done. The formwork will be down here checking throughout the day whilst we're pouring. Pretty humid. So this is the formwork design we've got down here, obviously been signed off and approved by their engineer. This obviously wraps around the whole through all of the basement. You can see your beams and stuff like that through there with a We'll overform that undercarriage deck there. Access way in for the guys. There'll be form workers down here checking the core as we go. Again, some access down here from riding. Pretty extensive system.